There has been much discussion over the setup of the cap frame. So today I'll run through what we normally do when we get a new machine and install it at the customer's premises. To set up the cap frame, the first thing we do is adjust the height of the cap frame. We do that using Allen keys to loosen the main setup. And there are 4 Allen keys to be loosened. So this allows the height of the drive to be adjusted and the positioning left and right. It should be balanced, and if possible use a tool to set the height at roughly between 2 and 3 millimeters above the height of the tubular arm. It should be balanced left and right, and then these Allen keys be tightened diagonally to set it in place. Then the tool can be removed and put to one side. Then we have to adjust the height and positioning of the wings. Now quite often the wings will be up here. We want them down as low as possible and as close as possible to the arm to correspond with the diameter of the top of the hat. So here is the diameter of the lower section of the hat. Here it has to be tighter in because of the curve of the hat. So first up, the 2 stabilizer screws are loosened. Then the 4 screws at the back are loosened, holding the wings onto the frame. And this allows us to bring these wings in as tight as possible. All we need to do is then retighten the screws. And holding the wings in, just tighten the 2 stabilizers. And there you go. So these should be level with the top of the surface of the needle plate. On unstructured hats, sometimes you need to loosen the 2 screws here and move these wings above the plate for unstructured hats. But generally, 90% of the time, that's all you need to do. That way there is minimal chance of flagging. The press foot height can be kept at the lowest setting for 90% of the hats. It is only on a very heavy brushed cotton or a very puffy foam design that you might need to adjust the height of the press foot. Thank you for your time. Further to my previous video, once you've lowered the height of the cap frame drive, you'll quite often find that the drive wires are tight. Now, should they be excessively tight, these can be adjusted using these screws here. To test the tightness, it's a bit like playing a guitar. In here, this is making a little bit higher pitch. So simply by loosening this off here, a small amount, there's a lower pitch. The same can be done on the other side. And once this is done, the drive will run smoothly without noise and, more importantly, without bouncing around. If you are getting bouncing around the cap drive, obviously this is a concern and shouldn't happen. It is quite often happens because these drive wires are too tight. If the drive wires are too tight, it's pulling the drive up and down. So just be very, very careful that you don't have these drive wires too tight. Thank you.